And we're going to get into champ select right here. It looks like we have Sauron on Darius, Dynov on Wukong, Armor on Leona, Half-Hearted on Annie, NYX87 on the Gringy Nunu. What do we have for the purple team?
Well, for the purple team, we have Infeed on Kale, Zabers on Jarvan, Painkiller on Elise, Blueberry on Mayokai, and Confitarius on Jax.
Yeah, Confitarius, I don't think I've ever seen him play anything other than an AP carry down bottom, so it'll be really interesting to see how that works out. Will Skilled Caster be the next guest caster from time to time on Dominate TT? I would love to. I love to cast. I have a lot of projects I'm working on. Real life stuff has been really busy as well, but I pretty much cast everything I can get my hands on. So if I'm free when they're going on and they want to have me here, I would love to be here. I like to bring the excitement. I like to bring Game 2 of Dominate Dominion here for you guys. Pazel and Child Support going to try to get this Game 2 so they don't get too owed by Feel the Vibe.
Yeah, and if you notice, Half-Hearted and Infeed taking that Clairvoyance, as usual.
Yeah, they always run at least one person. Infeed does on their team, but this time Half-Hearted grabbing the Clairvoyance. Did not have it last time. Ran the Flash on that Syndra, but we're going to have Nunu in the bot lane, and we'll see who they send bot on the other side here. Usually, when they CV it, they try to all go bottom to see who it is to maybe counter build them. But I think Nunu's build is pretty much going to be Nunu's build. He has the the chain vest. Probably going to go right for a Glacial Shroud for that cooldown reduction, or possibly a Sunfire Cape if he wants the extra HP and to be able to stand in that lane and push it.
Yeah, it looks like we have Nunu definitely going towards that bottom lane. And for the purple team, don't know yet.
Yeah, we'll see how they switch things up here. Just a couple more seconds. All the saplings are down, just so they can run through them that he puked up there. And in before Penta dunk. You know what? Last time I saw the Darius picked, there were not many dunk resets. I think I saw a triple kill, but only had one dunk reset in it, and the rest were just normal kills. So he didn't actually get the killing blow off the dunk to reset it the second time to go for the third kill, but he still got the third kill.
And then there's always the Dariuses that mess up their first dunk and aren't able to even do anything for the rest of the fight.
Yeah, it's really important to get those auto attacks in there. We're going to see that posturing coming around up top here. Half-Hearted looking for someone to drop the stun in on. They don't have it yet, but they need to be careful because if Painkiller lands one of those cocoons, they're going to jump in on that, and it's going to be the first kill of this game. They have the chain CC, and that is such a strong CC, the single target line stun, and we'll see who's going to land what first.
And just standard poke coming out from both sides. Wukong coming in for an initiation.
Yep, Zaber's taking a lot of damage there, taking all of the hate right now. Painkiller also taking a lot of hate, and it looks like a great initiation by Wukong as blue team starts stomping them out. Infeed's going to go down there as well. Then Blueberry's in a lot of trouble on that Maokai, and as Wukong picks up the Elise down bottom, Blueberry's going to go down. He does get the HP there. He might get over the wall. No, he does not. The stun came down first, but Jarvan's back with that res, trying to get onto Dynov. The invisibility doesn't work when the point is neutral, so there is no jukes going out here. They saw him run away. Painkiller's back with more CC, trying to get some damage on the armor. Will get that kill. Darius with an apprehend, not landing over the wall there, but Zabers is going to go down. There it is. Anyways, as Painkiller now getting hit by even more people rezzing. Sauron hit with the CC from that cocoon, Half-Hearted out of mana and out of luck, as Painkiller is going to come down in here. Is the repel up? It is not. Looks like she's going to try to disengage. Dynov going with that decoy. Get up to Blueberry. Infeed taking the health. And it looks like they're going to keep this engagement going. The Cyclone coming down on the 1v1 for Painkiller. Painkiller going to die to that Cyclone. And Infeed now trying to defend with Blueberry. And I don't think that Blue's going to be able to defend this. They still have Annie lurking there. She hasn't gone back yet. Solar Flare coming down on Blueberry. Infeed not able to get damage, or else Wukong's going to close that gap. No, there's a great scene it's played. And the invulnerability is going to come out. Maokai pick up the kill. But Annie's going to come back because she never went back. She hung out. And Jarvan's going to teach her to use your B button. He's going to put the dunks down on a Dynov, who
here comes the Darius.
somehow got out of the Cataclysm. from using Decoy. I don't know how these people are getting out of Cataclysm with these abilities, but I certainly cannot make that happen. There's the
There's
dunk.
the first dunk.
The reset on the dunk. He's laying down the bleeds. I see the stacks up. Dunk number 2 for the double kill. But now Painkiller might be able to come up and 1v1 this fairly easily. Half-Hearted coming back. Tibber's coming down. Painkiller is going to be done as the triple kill came out from Sauron just like last time. It was 2 dunks, but 3 kills.
And right there, early kills right on to Darius. Not going to do the purple team good later in the game.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Jax down bottom was having a lot of trouble with Nunu, but he did get a gank from Kale because Kale saw that they were going to lose at the top anyways, and he wasn't going to be able to come and contest a half-health Darius and a full-health Half-Hearted on that Annie. So it's a good choice to go down, get that gank, push back that lane a little bit, and hopefully they can come back and win this game too, but right now, Feel the Vibe is doing a great job.
Yes, they are, and they're showing their strong teamwork that they've been showing all evening, pushing them through the finals, and they're looking for the 2-0 here.
They are. Armor being actually the target right now. He does have a lot of armor. Painkiller jumping on him, but gets stunned by Annie as he comes down. The first dunk from Sauron coming out. A great apprehend. And look at Blueberry in tons of trouble now. The double kill coming down. The triple kill coming down.
Oh.
And the dunk fest of Sauron has begun. Now that he has AD, it is game over with that true damage.
Yes, it is, and he's definitely going to be showing his early lead throughout the rest of the game. And it looks like here he comes again down in the bot lane.
Yeah, it is a 2v1. He needs to be careful, though, because that intervention can stop any type of dunk fest that he wanted to start. We have Leona here. The Zenith Blade coming out. It does land. The invulnerability is down. Dunk number 1. Confitarius dropping the cleanse, but dunk number 2 coming down. Darius really needed to be banned. I don't think they realized how good Sauron would be on that Darius, and he's showing us why he gets banned so often.
They're definitely showing that the purple team definitely made a mistake in leaving that pickup for him.
Yeah, they definitely did. Painkiller and Zaber is going to go for this top, but Half-Hearted getting stunned over the wall. Painkiller is going to probably repel, try to close that gap. Nope, they want to go back. They want to use the zoning ability of Jarvan and Blueberry there and try to cap this point so that they can not let the Feel the Vibe get in such a further lead like they did last time.
And there's the Cataclysm coming out to Annie, instantly taking her out of that fight.
Yeah, they're coming in now. The stun's coming down on Sauron. He is the target because he's been dunking too many people. The shutdown. Confitari is getting 400 gold out of that, but trading his own life. A free trip back to the Summer's platform. Painkiller now. The 2v2 with Blueberry and Elise versus Dynov on that Wukong. Ooh, crushing blow is exactly what that was. Picking up that kill. He already has it maxed out, folks, and it does a lot of damage. His next attack deals 150 plus 152. 300 damage, reducing their armor. He's going to try to get out of there. Drops the turret aggro. Very good job there, leaving our armor to take all the damage as he gets that kill, but the defensive garrison is going to be able to be enough to have them keep that. He's happy with the kill. He backs out of there, and now they're forced to just push the lane.
Yeah, and would you consider Wukong's Q with dunk? I mean, he is swinging that pole straight over his head and bringing it down straight through their skulls, so
yeah, but
I don't know.
You gotta jump. I mean, to dunk, you have to jump. I don't think if you're not like jumping up in the air, you can't dunk people. Vi dunks, Jarvan dunks, Confitarius jumping on, trying to get the stun, does not get it. He's actually going to apprehend and come back in here with Leona coming to help out. Does not have a lot of HP, but does get the dunk off. Doesn't get the kill, but now Zabers has to run, tail between his legs. There's the stun coming out from Leona. The whirlwinding Wukong there, a cyclone of terror on Dynov. He's going to drop the Zabers with another crushing blow and a Nimbus strike. No. He decided to disengage.
Looks like they're going to want to pick up Blueberry instead.
Yeah, Blueberry's very tanky right now, though. Does have a good amount of AP, but Maokai's naturally tanky as he uses abilities. His ultimate is obviously great to have and make you very tanky. But we'll see, because as this game progresses, Jax gets stronger. Painkiller doing a good amount of work there on that Elise. The stun coming out from Confitarius. Oh, he does not get it off, but I don't think it's going to matter. Dynov going down. Sauron waiting in the bush, maybe for a little bush gank on Comfitarius. Try to catch them as they come across. Painkiller sensed it, decided to turn around and go back. And as this game goes along, it's going to be really, really tough for Blue to keep Jax down.
Yeah, well, Sauron definitely dying a couple times. Probably been overestimating his power. But it doesn't look like it'll hurt them too much. Looks like they're going to have to take a point here unless they want to keep losing their points.
Yeah, meanwhile down bot lane, Infeed doing a good job at pushing the Nunu back. They realized that they couldn't let Jax 1v1 the Nunu because Jax just isn't strong enough this early in the game.
Oh, he's definitely going to start showing his power definitely later in the game. And glitching out there, just gliding across the map.
He is gliding, just nodding his head with one arm forward. We'll see what he does with that lamp next. And he doesn't have a Sheen yet. He doesn't have a lot of damage items. He actually went with a Brutalizer, and he's got a couple daggers. Maybe going for Nashor's Tooth. I'm not sure about where he's going with that build, but it doesn't matter what you build on Jax. He still is very strong. There's a Cyclone. A good amount of damage coming out. Tibbers coming down, but did not have a stun, and that means that Confidarius is going to be able to pick up one of the kills there with Jarvan, but Armor coming down, trading his life there. Zaber's pretty low, and getting out of this fight. Armor taking a lot of damage. Zaber's missing the strike there, but what a good job of that Elise getting out of there before the dunk came down. It did reset it as well, so he didn't get the kill with the dunk, but he did have enough with a Decimate to finish off that Elise and chase down the Jarvan down bottom. But a 2v2 coming down right here, and I don't think that Kayle is going to be able to do anything against this 2v2.
She uses her intervention, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save herself. No.
The bleed.
It wasn't.
Oh, you just bled out. I'm sorry, little Kayle there. Your skin's really cool, but I don't think you have enough blood to survive the onslaught of Darius coming out here.
Notice Darius picked up a Last Whisper, so that's an interesting pickup for him.
The most interesting part is that Jarvan's the only one with a good amount of armor. Nobody else has Ninja Tabby. The AP carries don't have any armor on Maokai there. A fight breaking out right here. Confidarius just jumping on Half-Hearted, trying to zone them. He has a Storm Shield. A whiffed Solar Flare coming down there. Jax is going to be the first one down, though. Half-Hearted is going to die to the Elise. Maokai is going to come back in. Dynov going down to the Jarvan 1v1. And Armor in a lot of trouble. The Dunkmaster's coming in. He really wants to get an apprehend on that Elise. He's going to get exhausted, does not get airborne, and decides to leave the Leona to fend for herself as she goes down, and Pazel and Child Support comes into the lead.
And Sauron's ult is up, so if someone tries to go onto him, they're probably not going to be able to do too much. But Feel the Vibe is definitely going to have to take some points if they want to come back and win this game.
CV catching out the Nunu here. It's going to be a 1v1. Exhaust versus Exhaust, but he eats one of the spiders, picking up a bunch of HP, but the backup is coming out for Red Team here. Painkiller's not alone. He's going to close that gap, see if he gets stunned. He does under the tower. Leona picking up that kill, and the Cyclone from Wukong grabbing the second kill. We're going to have another Zenith Blade in 1 second. See if he can land it. Get that stun. There it is. There's the stun. See if the Dragon Strike can get him out of there. Oh, a miss from Half-Hearted. Does not have the stun up quite yet. And they're probably going to disengage this because the reses are coming out in force from Red Team.
Yeah, and Feel the Vibe falling down a little bit on the points. They are getting 3 capped right now. They are at 50% health right now.
Yeah, they are. They did hit that 50% mark just a second ago. It's about 13 minutes. We'll see if they can get the Storm Shield on Annie. They cannot. Annie not really doing a very strong showing right now. 4-4 and 12. Not a terrible score, but all the kills are on that Dunkmaster. He really needs to get a little bit beefier to carry his damage so he can be a little bit more effective when there isn't somebody to dunk at low health.
Yeah, and Darius, with majority of his team's kills, really putting that into his build and pulling out some strong items.
Yeah, the AP Nunu down bottom has a Spirit Visage and a Hextech Revolver, so he's able to stay in lane for a very long time, but here comes the stun from Confidarius. He lands it. Kayle able to pick up that kill very easily. The Dunkmaster coming down. The invulnerability is up, so he does not want to fight this alone. He has a Wukong. Invulnerability going out there. A great attack there from the Empower. He has a Zephyr now. You cannot slow him down. Level 1 boots in the Zephyr as Dynov getting slowed for this Cyclone. He's going to try to get a juke here, but no. He just got jumped on. Confidarius not going to go down, and Painkiller trying to pick up this kill. Very long engagement here as Zabers is finally able to take out the Monkey King, and Half-Hearted is in a bad spot right now. Although we got the stun of the Zabers, they have the vision, and there's Painkiller with a kill.
Yeah, you know, Phase Everyone Shadow Support did show a mistake by leaving Darius up. Feel the Vibe also showed their own mistake by leaving Jax up, because he's definitely showing his strength in this game.
Yeah, Darius carrying the early game. Feel the Vibe. Not able to really make anything happen in this mid to late game right now. They want the quest objective. There's a lot of defense coming down. Confidarius going way deep in there. Sauron being the focus right now. A full channel Nunu ult doing a great amount of damage, but a last second intervention on infeed. Confidarius now fighting versus that Wukong. There's a clone in there. Does not get the kill there. The Ghost Blade being popped on that Wukong. He wants to 1v1 it. He had the Blood Boil, but Zabers had the damage. And now Nunu just going to snowball and grab some minions.
Dunkmaster Jarvan doing more dunking than the actual Dunkmaster Darius.
Yeah, he definitely came back in with a good amount of Cataclysms and working that CC to lock down Darius. And like I said, Darius seems to just die too fast in these fights. He went with the Last Whisper first. Doesn't have any durability to offer him. He hasn't been able to finish a second item. He has a little bit of MR from that Hex Drinker, excuse me, and the Phage giving him some HP and slow, but he really needs to get a Frozen Mallet or a Trinity Force or something to give him maybe a little bit of movement speed or a reliable slow.
And Darius being that Storm Shield definitely going to be able to survive more in those fights. Probably a little bit longer than he has been, going in way too early when he normally should have.
Yeah, there's a lot of posturing up for this top point as Half-Hearted and as Confidarius and Infeed try to zone them back here. Maokai taking a lot of damage right here. Sauron the first one to go down though, Maokai second, and they're going to come ahead of that one. A 2-for-1 trade as they try to get this cap away from the red team here. And Confidarius really needs to get back along with Infeed and try to support their team here. They did stop the cap there. Wukong dropping another Ghost Blade, but using his gap closer, and Confidarius jumping away from him, getting that kill on Annie. Now on the 1v1 of the Dynov, he will go down, can't dodge the crushing blow. Zabers taking damage here. There's not, oh, the revives coming out is going to be the end of Dynov, and Armor might not make it out either.
No, it does not look like he will, and Armor's going to be running for his life from 3 people right now, and no one's there to help him.
Yeah, the focus from Phase L and Child Support is really doing work right now. They've been able to ignore Armor and ignore the Nunu and really take out their high damage dealers right now on Annie and Darius.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to even out the points here, and they're going to be Phase L and Child Support's going to be taking their lead again.
Yep, Half-Hearted and Sauron going for this bottom Boneyard. Infeed is there. He's not going to be able to do much as Annie does have a Riley's Crystal Scepter, can kite him around a little bit until getting help from the friends there. And they might get this point before they can stop Sauron. No, Confidarius, a great job clicking on the tower there. Dynov jumping in, whirlwinding, a good dunk coming out from Sauron there. He's 1v1ing the Jarvan, doesn't have a lot of damage, but Painkiller comes in, takes out the Darius, and there will not be a second dunk there, but trading with Annie for that kill there as the defensive garrison keeps that point for them. And Half-Hearted, don't dive the fountain. Fountain lasers are way too strong.
Looks like the kid Jarvan was able to out-dunk the teacher, Darius, in that fight.
Yeah, they're both trying to battle for those dunks, but a very good job at focusing from Elise there and taking out the Darius, closing the gap on that instead of taking out the lower health Wukong that was there, and really switching up and taking out the guy who's going to do the true damage.
Yes, and feel the vibe hanging around this Boneyard, not wanting to lose that point since it is their lifeline right now.
Yeah, it is their third cap. They are going for the windmill up top. Armor doing a good job just CCing everybody, holding them there. The Tibbers coming down. Zaber's in a lot of trouble right now. See if he can get one more ability. He cannot. Half-Hearted switching over to the point. The invulnerability coming out, not going down to any tower hits or any fire from Annie. And meanwhile up top, Nunu is 2v1ing and trying to consume his way to victory, but Painkiller has a good amount of damage right now. The Blackfire Torch doing good work, but Nunu blood boiling, getting out of there, not having to trade his life, and they're just barely behind by about half the points right now. And I think if they can get another solid cap, they can hold it. But we'll see if they'll be able to assault one of these windmills or boneyards.
Yes, Elise is definitely showing the strength of her percentage-based damage, and that is why she doesn't have to get all that much AP to do tons of damage.
Good snowball and Kafkadaris there. A very strong auto attacker. The exhaust coming down. Dynov trying to take him out, but the cooldowns will be down. There, there is the dunk, but Jack's picking up the kills and not going down there. He will finally go down. The ult from the Darius ult right there, I don't think it either landed on the right person or actually finished for some reason, because Painkiller did not go down, and I thought for sure they would get
pretty sure he died mid-dunk.
Death on mid-dunk. Yeah, right now Pays Up and Childsport commanding this game. They're going to be able to take out the refinery, and it should be pretty easy for them to capitalize on that and win this game. And they're pretty much proving me right. I didn't say I've ever seen them lost a game 2, and the game 2 is looking in their favor right now. And unless something very dramatic happens right here, like somebody gets caught out in the bush, they're being very careful with that Hextech sweepers on everybody and the lanterns, and making sure nobody gets caught as Darius trying to get the Storm Shield and able to.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big fight coming in.
Kafkadaris going down to Sauron. That is the first dunk of this fight. Another dunk coming down. He did get the kill on Elise in a very good team fight for blue team. But meanwhile in bottom lane, Kayle has just pushed. She's pushed and pushed and pushed. She's going to get the neutral on his turret. Darius might make it back to stop her from getting any more than that. Dynov going to be able to pick up Blueberry here. He needs one more attack. There it is. They're going to grab the windmill in return. Nobody has the revives to come back up except for Kayle. And Kale's alive right now in the bottom lane. Going 1v1. Indeed getting dunked by Sauron one more time. He did finish that frozen mallet. And you can see that when he lands an apprehend, there's just no way for you to get out of there. He's going to continue to stack the bleeds and dunk.
And there's definitely no way to get out when you're cornered like that.
Dynov using the defensive garrison, trying to live as long as he can versus Painkiller and Sabers. Half-Hearted not able to get to the turret where she needs to be, but doing a good job at delaying. Unfortunately, Painkiller sitting there capping the tower the entire time. They're going for the stun, missing the cocoon, getting a good damage from the turret, but not enough to take out Painkiller. Very close, 60 HP there. And in bot lane, Armor doing the same thing, just trying to delay at this point with his defensive garrison.
Yeah, Jax was able to singly take out Sauron, and Sauron's going to pick up the double kill and close out that fight. Yeah, but that's going to be GG.
Yeah, too little too late. He went 21-13, but it wasn't enough to carry the game. The Nunu was down bottom the entire game, did a good job at delaying, but really wasn't able to boost their team to victory.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see our game 3.